What happens when you combine the simplest molecule with the simplest solution? It probably makes something pretty simple, right? Wrong. Turns out there's some key concepts about hydrogen water that needs to be explained before we can truly understand how it works. And we will explain those things on this episode of H2 Minutes. We've discussed hydrogen and hydrogen gas in depth in our videos. We even learned about water, but when you combine them, you get the most common way to ingest H2, through hydrogen-rich water. It seems like a foreign concept to most, so there are a few key concepts to learn to really understand hydrogen water. First, let's break it down. We know H2 is the simplest and smallest molecule in the universe, and it looks like this. And water is, of course, H2O, and it looks like this. In hydrogen water, the H2 is dissolved into the water, but does not bond with the H2O water molecule. So there's nothing new or weird in hydrogen water. It's just H2 and H2O. Dissolving hydrogen gas is the key to hydrogen water. It is relatively easy to produce hydrogen gas, but dissolving it is much more difficult. But if H2 is a gas, how can we dissolve a gas in the water? Actually, the concept is quite common. Ever drink a soda? Carbonated beverages have carbon dioxide gas dissolved into the liquid. Obviously, this is why they're fizzy or bubbly, and is also why they go flat after a while. Gas will always find a way out of solution eventually. H2 is the smallest and lightest gas, so it dissipates very quickly out of water. This process slows down the colder the water is, but it's safe to say if you're drinking hydrogen water, you better drink it pretty fast. And don't think that because you have it in a bottle that you're safe from this effect. Hydrogen gas can escape out of plastic, metal, and even glass. H2 can really get out of anything with time. Another key concept about hydrogen water, and contrary to popular belief, is that H2 is not pH dependent, nor does it affect the pH of water. H2 can be dissolved into any pH of water, or any liquid for that matter. It will not change the pH of said liquid unless the method in which it's being produced by alters the pH as a byproduct. Studies show that the range in which hydrogen gas is therapeutic for humans in drinking water is from 0.5 to 1.6 ppm. 1.6 ppm is the maximum dissolved hydrogen level under normal atmospheric pressure, but is not the highest dissolved hydrogen levels you can possibly get in your water. If you can increase the pressure, you can increase dissolved hydrogen levels. The good news is you don't have to guess whether or not you have dissolved H2 in your water. These little drops can help you test the parts per million of hydrogen dissolved into water. That was your dose of H2 in 2 minutes.